Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I clearly echo your comments with respect to the way this committee has operated in this last Congress. Both you and I try to find a common path, and where we disagree or diverge, we recognize that we retain that right, but the decorum of the committee, the purpose of the committee, the findings of the committee, and the oversight of the committee is something we absolutely and totally agree upon. So I am happy to be here at this particular point for this hearing, which, as you said, means a lot to all of us. And when it comes to national security, we try as best we can to speak with one voice. This subcommittee, Mr. Chairman, has been focused laser-like on ensuring that our federal government effectively executes the essential services and the essential functions that our national security demands, while safeguarding at the same time all of the American interests against all of the possible threats. As our nation faces malign actors, we need a talented, very reliable, and trustworthy federal workforce, now actually more than ever before, to protect our fragile democracy. A rigorous and timely personnel vetting system minimizes the risk of unauthorized disclosures and classified information. Unfortunately, the information technology system supporting the national background check process has attracted our attention today precisely because efforts to modernize it have been so inefficient, impeding other efforts to update the clearance process and to fill sensitive positions of trust within our government. As far back as 2008, the federal government formed the Security, Sustainability, and Credentialing Performance Accountability Council, also known as the PAC, to address longstanding problems with timeliness, with effectiveness, and the overall process for granting security clearances. However, as I indicated before, inadequacies persisted, leading to the Government Accounting Office to add the government-wide personnel security clearing process to its high-risk list 6 years ago in 2018. The system had skyrocketing processing times, which created, as we know, a towering backlog of qualified individuals who could not start serving in national security roles because of a backlog. Subsequently, the PAC launched the Trusted Workforce, or TW 2.0 initiative, to fundamentally overhaul the federal personnel vetting system and to take on backlogs and other issues. While that initiative takes noteworthy steps, Mr. Chairman, toward meeting the demand of our national security workforce, the underlying personnel vetting IT system called the National Background Investigation Service, or NBIS, may in fact hinder the success and the successful delivery of TW 2.0's mission. NBIS was originally created to replace outdated and decades-old legacy office. That office was within personnel management. IT systems in 2019, however, have fallen short in many respects of their laudable mission and fallen short of meeting, quite frankly, their expectations. A 2023 GAO report ordered by this Congress found that after $654 million spent and 8 years of development, along with $835 million spent on maintenance of the system that NBIS is meant to replace, DOD still lacks a reliable schedule and cost estimate for fully developing NBIS. Now that the full deployment of NBIS has blown past, way past, its original projected deadline of 2019, TW 2.0 is left floating in the wind. According to a GAO report in January of this year, of 31 surveyed federal agencies, more than 50% don't trust each other's security clearance, vetting process, or anything else. And that more than 50% feel the need to compete, or complete, I should say, on their own, duplicating efforts, which in turn then prolongs the hiring efforts. While the Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency has made some improvements and has introduced new NBIS capabilities since taking over that process in 2020, it quite simply still is not enough to be able to retain, attract, and secure high-quality employees. Extensive wait times force talented agency recruits to pursue employment outside of the government when their security clearance stretches for months and sometimes years. And can you really blame them for wanting to wait and to hang around for things to change? On the other side of the coin, inadequate security clearance processes may allow the wrong people to access sensitive government materials, thereby endangering directly or indirectly national security. So today we face a global threat landscape populated by even more dangerous adversaries, as we know. The bottom line is that our government security clearance process cannot keep up with the challenges we face at home and abroad if we do not address shortcomings within basic IT systems. So I want to thank our two witnesses for participating in today's hearing. Like you, Mr. Chairman, I look forward to learning more about how DOD plans to remedy this issue and how we, as members of this subcommittee, can collaborate on efforts needed to put the NBIS project back on track. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time.